Yes. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly session with Elite Squad. Let's welcome to our members. Hi. Good evening, everyone, and to all the Facebook viewers. How many are we right now on Facebook? It's just 8 because we just started. And Zoom participants. Hi. 55 participants. I just want to say hi to Marvin and GL co-admins. How are you? Can we hear you?
Hi, good evening, guys. Good evening, Sir
Good evening.
Clint. Good evening, Miss Gladys. Good afternoon,
There
Sir
you
Jeff.
are, Gladys.
I think there's some technical issue with Miss
Yeah.
Gladys. So anyway, and we're Grace again, guys, for our reviewer for tonight. His expert, the expert himself from Elite, Sir Clint. Hi, Sir Clint, Mother D.
Hello,
Oh, let's
hello
bring Mother
guys.
G.
Oh my gosh, my energy is so low now. Pardon my eyes if it's a little bit swollen. They did something on my
Uh,
eyes, but
Wait.
amazingly, I can see.
Wow,
I
we
can
can
see
see your
everything.
background. Are you in Manhattan right now?
Oh
Are you in
yes,
NYC?
yes, I'm in New York City. I just bought something. Ah!
Okay. Guys, for all those who are watching right now, please don't forget to hashtag Mommy D cares.
Mama D. Mama D.
Sorry, Mama D. Mama D.
Mama D cares. That's our official hashtag for today. And guys, if you have difficult part 3 questions later on before the end of the program, please do ask us. Mom Zaya and I can actually help you tackle those questions. No, kagaya kanina when we were at Zoom, Sir Jeff asks one of the participants about space tourism. Right. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of space tourism? Which is something that could be a little bit shocking when you are on the examination. You haven't even thought of it. Tapos, ang mangyayari, you will be asked about space tourism, right? So it is actually one of the best things that could be a breakthrough for the entire human race because we get to explore locations which are unearthed before, well, unspaced before, right? But then again, it has a lot of detrimental sides in as much as it could be deleterious for the health of the people who will go there. And apart from that, it would become very much extravagant, right? So
Yeah.
hashtag Mama D cares today. Thank you for
Um,
that. Hello, Sir Jeff, Sir
Clint,
Marvin. Yes, Sir Jeff.
I just have one question before we start. I'm just curious, what is this in our invitation? Adroitness. This is a big word for
Adroitness.
everyone.
Yes, adroitness, guys, by definition, is being versed, okay, being capable. Though you are knowing the concepts of that particular thing. And that is one thing that we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be sharing to you our adroitness when it comes to the vocabulary of the Ielts exam. Elite Intellect has been known for this for the past years. Batch pa lang ng Sir Jeff nyo, di ba? Batch pa lang nila Ma'am Gladys, Ma'am Zaya, we already are punching people through the gut and telling them, well, punching people through the gut, sinikmuraan, no? And telling them to utilize these academic words. So tonight, Mama is going to be teaching you on how to use these words, okay? So thank you so much, Sir Jeff and Sir Marvin, for that. Nice to see you. Mr. M, are you on off duty right now?
Yes, I am up to date.
Wow, rest day. Rest day matters, right, guys? Rest day matters for you to spend quality time with yourself, with your faith, with your families. No, so you have to remember, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So yes, guys, welcome, guys. Tonight, remember our official hashtag for tonight is hashtag Mama D cares. Okay, somebody's calling my mobile device. So sorry about that. Okay, guys. So let's begin with your discussion for tonight. Okay. So, welcome, future IELTS passers. Your IELTS success starts today. Okay. Sir Joseph, that's a big, bold statement right there. Why would you say that my success starts today? You know what, guys? I do concur with the ideation that if a person knows how to utilize vocabulary, okay, academic words correctly, is that they are bound for success on the examination. That's one thing that I want you guys to remember. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at myself at the monitor. I'm not used to not wearing my glasses anymore. Diba? Yung kakapa-opera mo lang ng mata, live agad, diba? So sorry if my eyes are a little bit poofy right now. It hasn't gone down. Okay, but before that, let's just say hello to our participants first. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Hi everyone. Okay, from Riza. Hello guys. Hello Riza. Hello po another exciting night with Mother D. Hello IFNG Group 3 March. Welcome. Okay, and then Mom Zaya has already sent the link to the podcast right there. 165 episodes. Kakayanin. Fighting. Hello, Sir Jeff, Sir Marv, and Mama D. Hello. Hashtag Mama D. Guys. Hello, Mimi, my love. Ante Mirayam is supposedly is in the house right now, but the doctor took a lot of time taking out years in my eyes. No? Okay. How are you? Mama D cares. There you go. Hello, G. Okay, from Mom Gladys, support lang po muna ako sa pag-admit. Not capable of doing live. Hashtag pagsubok. Yes, these are the times which we have to be what do you call this? Fighting, no? Okay, for Grace, hello, Mom Grace, right there, and Ate Genji is watching on Facebook. Okay, so guys, let's start with your discussion for tonight. I am actually always excited when I teach my students when it comes to the academic words because this is something that for years on end on the IELTS world, it is not something that has been focused on to, right? And it took people years and years and years to realize that okay the academic words actually is a part of your grading criteria given that it is one significant part of your vocabulary and your vocabulary is a part of your grading criteria. Do you remember your grading criteria when it comes to your speaking, right? You have your fluency, coherence, and content. You also have your pronunciation, grammar, and yes, the last one is vocabulary lexical resources. And tonight I'm going to be teaching you on how to transform okay your capacity or your adroitness when it comes to the academic word. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay. So let us polish and ameliorate your vocabulary. Learn how to speak the academic language. Okay, Sir Joseph, why do you call it academic language? Because most of the scholars and most of the people in the academic world tend to speak like this. No, you don't see normal or you don't see advanced scholars in another country or in Ivy League universities who are speaking like basic people. No, you don't see them like that. You don't see them say, "Oh, that's very good." Actually, it was a good thing because it is good for me. There's a repetition. Apart from that, they're using the word very too much. Okay, later on, I will teach you the golden rules when it comes to vocabulary and how to expand your vocabulary capacity on the exam. All right. Okay, hashtag Mama D cares. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. Okay, guys. So, if it's your first time to join us, Mama is blessed to be here. My name is Clint Joseph Tyler, the founder and master lecturer of Elite Intellect IELTS Specialist, PH. I am an IELTS expert for the past 11 years, and I have a degree in English methodology and theory, and of course, a doctorate in English language and literature, which is my PhD. Also known as your Mama Dragon, Mother Dragon, Mama D, Mother D, Mommy D. Sige, payag na ako dyan. Half Filipino, half mambabarang. Charot. Oh my gosh, Sir Joseph. Now I know where a lot of people are afraid of you. I'm not. Every week meron akong half-half. Tignan nyo, nakakaloka yan. Okay. So, remember the official hashtag for tonight, hashtag Mama D Cares. Number 1 sa balota, kwentong ina, alagang ina, turong ina, matuto ka, ina ka. I'm still titillated every time that I say this one. Na kumpleto na ang halamang gamot. Yes, yes. Nanguha na ako ng mga ipanghahampas sa mga estudyante may sapi. Ikaw na, Mother D. Okay, guys. So, before anything else, here's one important lesson for tonight before we start with our official discussion. Okay? By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He who devoid of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. A talebearer reveals secrets, but he who is of faithful spirit conceals the matter. Where there is counsel, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Proverbs 11, verse 11 to 14. Sir Joseph, In a nutshell, what does this mean? The world is already filled with negativity, negative people, bad people, evil people, and I don't want you to be one of them. That's basically it. These are the golden rules that we can see in the word of the Lord, which is in the Bible. Okay? When a city is filled with upright people, okay, people with faith, people who knows how to connect with the Lord, then of course it is actually being exalted or blessed. But then again, it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked people. So I don't want you to become one of those. He who devoid of wisdom, a person who hates wisdom, or a person who does not accept the wisdom of others, okay, they tend to despise their neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. So I want you to become that person who is graced by the presence of the Lord. And of course, guys, you have to remember, when you do that, you make the Lord proud of you. Okay, you will get the Lord's approval in your life, and of course, the blessings shall come. Okay, so hashtag Mama D cares right there for tonight. Okay, so let's begin. Let us answer the most important question first. Sir Joseph, why is it important for me to improve my vocabulary? I mean, I have heard this a lot of times before. People have been telling me, improve your vocabulary, do this, do that with your vocabulary. Why? Number one, first reason is it is a part of your grading criteria. Okay, let me just say hello to our 163 viewers on Facebook and 85 viewers on Zoom. Roar! Hello, guys. Okay, thank you guys for sending the hashtag right there. Hello, Ate Jenj, everyone on Facebook. Okay, 173. Wow. Okay, so apart from it is a part of the grading criteria of your IELTS examination, it shows your advancement in speaking and writing. Yeah, that separates a student who is bound to get a 6.0 or 6.5 on the test and a student who is about to get a 7.5 and above. Okay, if I am really happy about all the students who have been watching my live for the past months, weeks on end, and even the students of Elite Intellect 9, they know or they have already realized the value of what do you call this? The academic words. Okay, let me just clear the annotation right there, guys. Okay, all right, so apart from that, guys, you are giving an academic response, not a quotidian one. Okay, Sir Joseph, what's quotidian? Quotidian is something that is mundane. Okay? Sir, what's mundane? Kasunod ng Tuesday, tsaka Wednesday. Charing! Direct, paki-edit out yon wale. Bagong Lasix, ha? Wag kang when you say it's mundane, it is something that is quite daily, out of the, it's ordinary, it's something that is not so. It's mediocre, no? So when you are using academic words, you are basically showing your advancement. And apart from that, you're giving them an academic response, which is expected. Okay, take note of the word expected of you on the IELTS examination. Yeah, you can Google this, go to Google, search the grading criteria of the IELTS examination in speaking, and look at the band 7 and above. Right? It says there that the students are expected to utilize academic words and avoid repetition, plus they also paraphrase. Okay, what else? It helps you avoid repetition. Basically, it helps you avoid repetition. Imagine if you have limited range of vocabulary. The only thing that you know how to say is good, bad, advantage, disadvantage, development, right? So on the exam, there might be a tendency that you will repeat these words on end, right? Well, it's actually good for the population because the good thing about this one is that people learn how to be dependent on the government, which is good, right? Does that sound right or correct to you? Does that sound like a band 7.0 on the speaking examination? Added TS. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hashtag added TS. I don't think so. Right? So that's one thing for you to consider why you would need to improve on your academic words. What else, guys? It expands your knowledge. Basically, I have heard this millions of times before. A person with expanded vocabulary has expanded knowledge. Zaya earlier at the Zoom meeting said, "How can you pour your cup if it's empty?" Right? That's basically it. When you have an empty cup, then there's nothing to pour out, right? But if your cup is filled with vocabulary, academic words, okay, you can actually give a range of sentences, structured sentences, advanced sentences, even on the exam. And if I'm your examiner, don't you think that I would be impressed if you're not limited to very good, very bad, advantage, and disadvantage? Of course, I will be pretty much looking at that as a positive side, right? Or a positive note. And apart from that, it separates a band 7.0 and above speaker from a 6.0 and a 6.5. That's one thing, okay? That separates these people is that they know how to utilize their academic words correctly and properly on the examination. But guys, be careful. Not all words can be used on the exam. Okay, not all words can be used on the exam. Later on, I will show you the the difference between the highfalutin ones and the academic words. What are the highfalutin words? What are the academic words? And later on, guys, I made a list of academic words that you may use on your exam. So feel free to take a screenshot later on. Okay. Okay, moving on. Energy. So, what are the key features when it comes to expanding your vocabulary? First things first, try to paraphrase the questions on the exam. Okay? There is a golden rule that we call on the IELTS examination, right? What your examiner told you, you should not be repeating it at all. Okay? The words or the word of choice of your examiner should not be repeated on the exam. In Tagalog, hindi natin pwedeng ulitin kung ano ang sinabi ng mga examiner. Okay? Sa salitang bakla, whiz mong kering ikeme yung mga kemerot ng examiner te. Charing. So yeah, you cannot repeat exactly what the examiner said. Okay? Tapos nagmamadikers, parang kulang ang energy. Parang di nakakabulabog ng kapit. Anak ko, Diyos ko, nagtatahulan na nga yung mga aso ng kapitbahay. Okay. I think I'm still high on drop anesthesia. Ganun pala yun, no? Ang galing. Quick story. I had my LASIK earlier. The doctor dropped like numbing topical drop, eye drop something on my eye. And then it went through the laser. Alam mo, it's like a wiper in a car. Yeah, like the moment that it swipes through, it gets clearer, and then another swipe, it gets clearer. Isang swipe pa, sabi ko kay Doc, utak ko na yung kasunod. Oo, buti nga bumalik na siya. Kanina nakaganyan ako, guys. Oh. Okay. Hello, Severin. Okay. Barangay Tanod on their way. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I gave them gin earlier. Charing. Okay. So, never repeat what the examiner is asking you, okay? You must learn and master the art of paraphrasing to show your vocabulary adroitness on the exam. Here's an example. Let's take a look at this question. How many brothers and sisters do you have? An incorrect way to say this again is, well, I have two brothers and sisters. Basically, you just repeated brothers and sisters, right? Instead of saying that, why don't you try to say, I have 4 siblings? Okay, I have 4 siblings. There you go. Okay. And Matthew, English, please. Okay. I'm so sorry if I tend to speak in my local language right there. And don't you worry, girl. I will try to speak in English, Charing. Okay. Charing is very good in Filipino. All right. So another one, guys, is look at this one. What is your favorite drink? Okay. You were asked about your favorite drink on the exam. Okay. What is your favorite drink? Do not say my favorite drink is. Basically, my love, you're just repeating the word drink on the test. And that's not something that is quite good for the ears of your examiner. Automatically, there's a click right there. It clicks. The examiner would be like, this girl right here was not prepared with her IELTS examination. So do not repeat the words, okay? So look at this one. Instead of saying, my favorite drink is, I enjoy coconut water for refreshments. Wow. What? You live in a tropical country, so there's a lot of coconut water, right? So you can actually say that instead of saying, my favorite drink is. Okay, so that's something that could mark the difference between a basic test taker and advanced test taker is you know how to paraphrase. Okay. Of course, you're from IFNG, guys. IFNG is known to be really good when it comes to their academic words, and I'm so proud of that. Okay. Oh, hello to our 210 viewers on Facebook and 90 viewers at Zoom. Welcome. My name is Joseph, and I'm a crazy person. Okay, Mama D, is it recorded our live vocabs review today? Yes, we're going to be you can see this on the IFNG page and of course I think on the IFNG YouTube channel. All right. So what else, guys? Next one is, what activities do you enjoy in the evening? Okay, what activities do you enjoy in the evening? Okay, there you go. So instead of saying in the evening, the activity I enjoy is, okay, you should be saying, come nighttime, I am fascinated with reading books. Ooh, that's a slurp of good idea right there, right? If you're going to be looking at that, right? Instead of saying in the evening, the activity I enjoy is, right, which is quite basic, quotidian. Look at this one. Come nighttime, I am fascinated with reading books. The first task when it comes to vocabulary expansion is for you guys to paraphrase the words that your examiner is saying. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, everyone, let's do some breathing exercises. Breathe in, breathe out. You can do this. Yeah. So, Sir Joseph, how can I do that? How can I teach myself to paraphrase words? It's quite easy. Give yourself a question, paraphrase it, right? Let's say, what is your favorite place in the house, right? The part of the house that I often go to is, there you go, right? What is the good action of the government for the people right nowadays, right? A benevolent. Oh, see, you're changing it to the word benevolent instead of saying good, right? I can guarantee you, if you know how to speak like this, y'all gonna get a 7.0 and above on the exam, not a 6.0, not a 6.5. Most of you guys are aiming to go to the United States of America. What's your prerequisite again when it comes to your target scores? That's a 7.0 in speaking. Okay, so y'all better start learning right now. Okay, so as you can see, paraphrasing is a skill. You would need to practice by giving yourself short sentences and try to change it the best way that you can. However, my question is, how can you do it if you have limited vocabulary capacity? Oh my God. Sir Joseph, this is hashtag Mama D cares, hashtag Mama D cares, hashtag real talk, right? Yeah. How can you expect to paraphrase words if your vocabulary is quite limited? So here's a tip, okay? Let's talk about improving your vocabulary. First things first, guys, is you must have a separate notebook for vocabulary. Now, most of the people right now are using iPads, right? You can have a separate note sheet right there on your iPad and then write down your favorite academic words there. And apart from that, open Merriam-Webster on your mobile device. Yeah, Merriam is free to download for both Android and iOS, guys. So it's actually very accessible, right? It's accessible for you to download this one. Apart from that, look at the word of the day. Okay, you click Merriam-Webster, go to word of the day, and then look at the roster of words there. Okay, and apart from that, check if the word is highfalutin or academic. Okay, later on, I'll show you the difference between a highfalutin word and an academic word. Okay, apart from that, write down the word and its meaning. And after writing down the word and its meaning, use the word every day when you practice. Do not memorize it. The common mistake of students on the exam when they're preparing with their academic words is that they would try to memorize like 100 academic words with the meaning, and then come exam day, what have you, they even forgot to say two or three. Right? Why? So Joseph, what's wrong with memorizing academic words? Uh, it is wrong because you do not know how to use the words in context. You must learn how to use the words in context. So use it every single day. Let's say your favorite word today is extirpate. Okay? Your favorite word today is the word extirpate. Okay. And then you went to speaking practice, right? You went to speaking practice and then you have used the word extirpate on that. You wrote something, you used the word extirpate. There you go. And then you went on with talking with your friends, right? And then you use the word extirpate. Now you can use it in context. You already know how to use the word extirpate. Now, your next favorite is the word onerous, right? So you went to speaking practice, you use the word onerous again. And then you went out and went out and went out and you're using it. So it becomes daily to you. It becomes a daily thing, right? When you say those words, I often just said agree. Yeah, don't memorize academic words because if you memorize them, you will not remember them on the exam. Okay, that is our Mama D Cares reminder for today. Do not memorize your academic words. Oh my God, Sir Joseph. So you expect me to use these every day? Here's one thing, my love. The students who know how to use academic words is that when they say these, it becomes daily to them. Like they can say the word tutelage. Like it's not a big deal to them to say the word tutelage. Or they can say the word adroitness like it's not something, it's not a big deal to them. Why? Because they already have used it every single day. That's one thing. Okay, instead of memorizing your academic words, have a list of 5 words every day. List of 5 words every day and practice, let's say, the entire day using those 5 words. That would be better for you instead of trying to memorize it at all. Okay, so tip number 2, do not memorize your academic words. Rather, you should be using them in context. Okay? Yeah, imagine, listen to the great speakers that you encounter on the breakout rooms, right? Listen to the great speakers. When they say words, and if it's your first time to hear them, you would be like, oh, what did she say? What does that mean? And then you went and looked for the meaning of the word and then you used it, right? And then there's another person listening to you and then she will say the same thing. What does that mean? What is that word? That is development. Okay? That is what we call development, guys. Because only memorizing, you will forget it on the exam. Believe me, if you're memorizing it. So never memorize your academic words. Okay? Okay. I think we have a question here from Monica. Okay. Monica Santiago de Villa. Hi, Mama D. Would it be okay to use Latin phrases during the exam, like quid pro quo or verbatim? Quid pro quo, tell me an instance and I'll tell you something. Unfortunately, sometimes you can only use it for writing, but not even. Okay, but verbatim or verbatim can be used on the exam. Okay, quid pro quo. Quid pro quo is you tell me something, I tell you something. Yeah, you can use that too, but yeah, be careful. Okay, you be careful, my love, because sometimes some examiners do not prefer to see these words because it's not, although it's officially adapted on the dictionary, the origin of the language can actually harm you. Verbatim is okay, quid pro quo, be careful. Okay, my gosh, Sir Joseph, quid pro quo. What's that? Watch Silence of the Lambs. You will know the meaning of the word quid pro quo. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. He used that word. Yeah, with Sterling. He said quid pro quo. You tell me a secret, I'll tell you a secret. There you go. Okay, wow. Now I know squid pro quo. That's squid pro quo, anak. Hindi squid pro quo. Yung squid pro quo, calamares yon. Okay. So, moving on. Here is an example of a vocabulary note. Okay, look at this one. The word is attenuate. Okay, attenuate. Okay, now the meaning is to lessen the amount, force, magnitude, or value, or to weaken. There you go. So let's say this is your, kala ko squid din, quid. Quid pro quo. Okay. So yeah, look at this one. Instead of say, when you practice, you try to incorporate the word attenuate, right? Well, there has been an attenuating with there is an attenuant force or attenuate force. So a weakened force, right? There's an attenuate influx of people going to the country. There you go, a weak influx of tourists. There you go. Next word, guys, is all right. Great. Thanks so much. Just got hooked with this phrase. Yeah, me too, Monica. You know what? Before when I watched Hannibal Lecter, I was a really curious kid, believe me. And every time that I watch movies, I try to listen to the words that they use. And I will be like, what does that mean? And I try to use it. Yeah. Until it becomes like you're saying to your friends, hey, girl, quid pro quo. And your friend would be like, what the are you talking about? Okay. Next one, quantum, right? A quantum is you use for family planning. It is used to avoid unexpected pregnancy. It comes in different flavors: banana, strawberry, chocolate. That's a quantum. Ay, mali pa. Oh my gosh, wrong. A quantum is former or sometime or in the past. Okay, let's say he is a quantum writer. Okay, it is a writer in the direct aminin mo yon. He is a writer in the past, right? Or quantum teacher. He's a teacher in the past. There you go. So former or sometime in the past. That's the meaning of the word quantum. Mama is awake. Okay. So, yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm even confused with myself. There are times with which I'm very, very proper as a person. There are also times that I speak like a porn star. Okay. So, next one. Know the difference between highfalutin and academic words. Okay? There's a difference between highfalutin words and academic words. Highfalutin words, basically, they don't have significant meaning at all. Or if you use them in a sentence, they're going to make the sentence confusing. Okay, so in a simple light, academic words help yours make your statements in depth and they can make your points clearer. Okay, so ask yourself, is this word going to make my point clearer or is this word going to make it confusing? Okay, that's one thing. Next one is highfalutin words, on the other hand, can make things unclear for the people or the person who is hearing your delivery. Yeah, when they hear these words, it becomes a little bit confusing to them. Or like, what does that she mean? Even Americans or British people would not understand some of these words, given that they make them, what do you call this? Confusing. Yeah, the native speakers, sometimes you don't even hear them use this. Okay, so what are the sample of highfalutin words? Look at this one. Habercock. What's a habercock? Right? What else? Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. No, we all know the meaning of the word Schadenfreude, right? Schadenfreude is like your moment of revenge or a victorious, revengeful moment for you, right? That's a Schadenfreude, right? What else? Superfluous. Superfluous. I don't even know how to pronounce this word. We don't use it in the hood. Charing. No? Superfluous. There you go. Humdinger. What's a humdinger? I'm not even sure if that's a humdinger or a humdinger, right? Persnickety. What's persnickety? Okay, and of course, finigal. Finigal or finagle. Finigal. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce these words, let alone use them in a sentence. These are the highfalutin words. Okay? Like let's say you say, well, it was my Schadenfreude when uh, your examiner would be like, uh-oh, this person does not know how to use their academic words properly. This person is using what do you call this? Highfalutin word. Shanda Romero lang kilala ko. Yeah. Shanda Freud is the twin sister of Shanda Romero. Charing! Again, guys, for our foreign viewers, charing means very good. Okay? Charing. Okay? When we say charot or arot, okay, it means that good job. Okay, good job, right? Arot. There you go. That means good job. Because in Thailand, when they say delicious, it's aroy, right? Here in the Philippines, we say arot for very good. Ooh, I'm learning arot. Yeah, rooster. Okay. So yeah, do not say habercock. I don't even know what habercock is. All I know is Hancock. Hancock the movie, right? Or a cock, a rooster, right? Okay. So yeah, do not use these. Sir, what is a signifier for me to know if that is an academic word or if that is a highfalutin word. Here, let me teach you a magic technique when you're looking for words. If that does not have a root word, that's not academic. Okay, let's say the word is this one, habercock. What's the root word? Haber or cock, right? Schadenfreude. What's the root word? Schande or Freud, right? Superfluous. What's the root word? Super or fluous? Humdinger. What's the root word? Hum or dinger, right? Persnickety. What's the root word? Persnick? Ikety, right? Or finigal. What's the root word? Right? Look at that. Whereas if you're using words like adroitness, there you go. The root word itself is the word adroit. When you're using words like benevolence, right? What's the root word of that? Benevolent, which is kind, right? There you go. So if the word itself does not have a root word, yeah, better think twice before using it, my child. Okay? Because that means that that thing right there might be a highfalutin word. Okay? So yeah, tip number 3, look at the difference. Okay? Peacock. Arot is highfalutin, mother. Yes, unfortunately, arot is highfalutin. We only use this on formal conversations, right? Like when you are talking to the president, right? You know what, Mr. President, I have already finished all my given responsibilities given the onerous situation of our country. Arot. You can use that. All right. So what else? As you can see, highfalutin words are almost gibberish, right? When you say they're gibberish, it's like babbling, right? And they do not add significant flow with your ideas. So before using a word on the exam, make sure it is academic and not highfalutin at all. Okay, make sure that the word of choice that you'll be using is academic and not highfalutin. Don't you worry, later on I will show you, girl. I will show you, girl, a copy of the academic words that I always tell my students to use. Okay, when you talk to Queen Elizabeth, use char. Yeah, right, Mom Gladys. You can say char to Queen Elizabeth. You can say, you know what? Huh? Right? I was actually just checking on the property along Cambridge, and it was actually quite uh, benevolent for me to do so. Char. Char is good, good job. Oh my gosh, you're learning, right? Here, I will also teach you on how to speak Filipino. Okay. So what else? Academic words can help extirpate repetition. All right? Look at this one, guys. In many ways, using academic words can help you avoid repetitions. Imagine you are preparing a soup delicacy. Will you feed people just water without the all other ingredients expected in that soup? Right? You'll be like, oh, I will cook some soup. But then again, it's just boiled water without carrots, without celery, without sopas pala. Right? So yeah, when you're using academic words, do not give your examiner bland expressions on the exam, right? Give them a full experience. Okay, so let's take a look at the sample sentence, okay? Right here without academic words. Okay, look at this one. People in my community has seen a lot of good sides of the government. They were good because they helped many people in my community in a lot of good ways. Gosh, good golly, Miss Molly, how many times have you mentioned the word good? Right? Sorry, I burped. If you're going to be looking at this one, how many times have you mentioned the word good on the exam? 3, right? 3 in 2 sentences. That's not acceptable on the test, right? Look at this one. People in my community has seen a lot of good sides of the government. They were good because they helped many people in the community in a lot of good ways. Apart from that, you have repeated the word people in the community, right? There's a repetition. Okay, so let's try to paraphrase this utilizing academic words. Okay, let's take a look at the sample sentence with The academic words. People in my community has seen benevolent sides of the government. They were transcendent because they helped many dwellers in my area in an array of humane ways. Wow. Right? Look at that. Instead of saying good, 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 community, 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 you've changed the word good with benevolent, transcendent, humane, right? Which is a good act of human kindness, right? What else? Instead of saying community again, you said dwellers in my area instead of saying people in my community. Right. Look at that. There's a replacement of academic words. Again, let's compare it one more time. Let's go back to the word here. People in my community has seen a lot of good sides of the government. They were good because they helped many people in my community in a lot of good ways. Okay, now change it with academic words. People in my community has seen benevolent sides of the government. They were transcendent because they helped many dwellers in my area in an array of humane ways. Wow. Oh my gosh, you know what my weakness as a person is? I don't like people who are very handsome too much. You talk to me using academic words, girl, let's get it on. Look at this one. Right? It automatically shows the advancement of your statements on the exam. Okay, guys, so sorry, my throat is a little bit getting dry. So, Mom Zaya, any tips for them to improve their academic words? Well, I drink water, guys. Beijing, Mom Zaya, Mom
Hi
Zaya.
guys. Hello. Sorry, really shaky connection because of the weather. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello? Yes, I think my mic is all ready. Now, personally guys, I will tell you a story before I met Elite. Way back then, I am not an avid fan of lexical resources. Really, I would use the usual banal words, the usual things that I find, and it's not that great actually. But when I met Sir Joseph and the rest of the team, really, it changed my life because I am able to express my my thoughts and ideas in a way that it's very detailed actually if you utilize all of these lexical resource. For example, if you have emotions, for example, happy or sad, if you know lexical resources, you can actually express that emotions or those emotions rather in intensity, in terms of intensity. That's why it's so hard. It's very vital for you to be able to learn those lexical resources. And also, one thing that I do, which I already said way back then, before we went live, it's imperative for you to fill the cup, guys. You can never pour out from an empty cup. Now, before I would read articles. Sometimes I read novels before to enrich my lexical resource. Don't stick to just shy, the term shy. There are other terms. There is reticent, there is taciturn, tacit, timid, all of these things. See, you don't have to just to be like the others right here. You have to show your examiners that you can do so much more, that you have to leave a mark, okay, a commendable mark for them to remember you among the rest of the people that they have encountered. Imagine they might encounter about more than 100 students, and all of them use the word shy, all of them use the word good. What sets an elite student apart from them actually is knowing an array of words that nobody or not everyone can use correctly. Now, aside from actually knowing all of these vocabulary terms, you have to know how to put them into use correctly because it defeats the purpose. If you just know the word and not put them in the actual use, you still would get a huge chunk off of your, not only your grammar, but also fluency and your vocabulary. So I suggest that it might sound very what's the term? The usual. But I know that most of you are nurses here. All of you have taken the NLE. Now, that's what I always tell my students. Go buy a large manila paper, go list down all of your academic terms, paste it on the wall, wherein you can see it every single day when you wake up or when you practice or even during your mock tests, and utilize them every single time. Now, be bold, okay? Try to use them every single time, because in Elite Talk, actually, we have students there that can correct you sometimes if you misuse them. So it's a win-win situation. So please utilize them. It can change your life greatly. So I think Sir Joseph is now ready. Let me give back the floor to our Mother Dragon.
Rar, thank you so much, Zaya, right there. She sounds lovely all the time, right? I've been practicing the way that Zaya is speaking, believe me. For me to sound calm, it doesn't work. Only your mom Zaya can do that. She has this calming presence. When you're about to take your exam, and then mom Zaya talks to you, you automatically become calm, right? Okay, so academic words can make you a great speaker rather than a mediocre one. Okay, so what does this mean, Sir Joseph? Okay, Mama D, listen to the great speakers of all time. Do they limit the words they use to the simple and safe ones? No, they became influential speakers because they have their array of words to influence the people. Okay, that's one thing, guys, that separates a commendable speaker from a good speaker. Okay, if you're a good speaker, yeah, you can get the point across. You go for the safe terms, the basic words. You go for the terms that people already know, right? But then again, if you are a commendable speaker yourself, you know that you would need to have a range of words to help you to express your ideations. Okay, so that's one thing that separates the commendable speakers from the basic ones. Okay, now on the IELTS test, it is technically true that you need to abide by the grading criteria of vocabulary to ensure that you are delivering what is expected of you to get that 7.0 and above. Would you want to be that 6.0 and 6.5 candidate if you can make a difference and procure a better score? Yeah, I always tell my students this, right? On my live discussions, even, I always tell you this. Why limit yourself to a 6.0, 6.57 if you yourself is capable of getting a 7.5? Yeah, it's actually a good feeling when you get your IELTS exam results and what's written on that is an 8.0 in speaking or even a 9.0 in speaking. And believe me, I have seen hundreds of students before who have gotten a 9.0 in speaking. What do they have in common? They use academic words correctly. They do not limit their vocabulary to what is basic. There you go. And they know how to converse naturally. Take note of the word naturally using these array of words, right? So you can be that person too. Believe me, you can. You can actually start learning today. If it's your first time to hear about academic words, totally fine. Okay, later on when we're done, go to your breakout room sessions, practice. And then later on, I'll show you a list of basic academic words. Okay, basic academic words that we actually teach our students at Elite Intellect. Okay, all right, so moving on. Later on this lecture, I will show you academic words which have been elite signature for our students who are able to amass 7.5 and above on the exam. Okay, so you can use it too. It's totally fine. It will be okay if you use it. Actually, you know what? When I hear students who use the academic words, I'll be like, wow, finally, our efforts is already being recognized that people are knowing the value of utilizing academic words on the test. Okay, so later on, I'll be happy to share to you the the post. Okay, so ooh, quick one. Okay, let me just congratulate our students this week who has passed their exam. Oh my God, guys, the lowest is 7.5 in speaking. Good job. Okay, so We have Mark Ian, Edia, 7.5 in speaking. Ethel, Liel, Appa, 7.5. Larissa May, 7.5 in speaking. Abigail Portis, a nurse in Dubai, has gotten a 9.0 in reading. Speaking is 8.5. Clarissa Santos, nurse in Qatar, 7 reading is 8.0. Speaking is 8.0. Carlito Guarin, nurse in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, speaking is 8.0. Genevieve Albano, nurse in Ilocos Sur, speaking is 8.0. Teresa Galdona, nurse in Baguio City, speaking is 8.0. Mark Ian Idia, nurse in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, speaking is 7.5. Ethel Liel Apas Edu, nurse in the UAE, speaking is 7.5. Larissa May Corpus, nurse in Corpus. Oh my gosh, I miss family Corpus. Corporal, nurse in Abu Dhabi, speaking is 7.5. Elaine Bakawa, nurse in Makati, speaking is 7.5. And Kathleen Yuchenko, nurse in Pampanga, speaking is 7.5. Congratulations, guys. And you who are watching this one, you can do it too. Only if you're going to be applying the academic words. Okay. Now, guys, as promised, real quick, okay. I'm excited for this because the long wait is over. One of our award-winning review program is coming back this week. Yes. If you have been with Elite Intellect and watching our live discussions, last year we launched this program right here. And then we accepted students and waited for them to graduate on this program. And then we accepted other batches this February, I think. Okay, good thing. Okay, right now, all the students of that batch is already graduated Elite Ops. Okay, so we are now reopening our program, which is Elite Ops. What is Elite Ops, Sir Joseph? If you are a student who is admittedly weak with your speaking and IELTS skills, Elite Ops is for you. Okay, if you are a student who says, Sir Joseph, technically, I don't really know how to speak in English. I am a student who does not know how to speak in English. I'm weak in speaking in English. That Elite Ops is the program that the students have been yearning for the past months. No, marami nag-inquire sa Elite Ops sa page. Kaya lang, we do not offer it just yet. Okay, but right now, we are now bringing back Elite Ops this week. So we are opening 10 slots of students for Elite Ops. So let me just explain quickly, guys. What is Elite Ops? Okay. Elite Ops are also known as Elite Operational. Okay, Elite Ops, are also known as Elite Operational, is a program which aims to help the beginner student become operational to advance with their speaking capacity. Okay, so what are the inclusions of the Elite Ops program? Of course, we have lifetime validity, review again with us even if your IELTS expires. Yeah, 2 years from now, you change your mind, you go to another country, you want to take your IELTS, just message us. You can review still. This is lifetime validity. Unlimited one-on-one coaching with speaking and writing, free materials and book preparation course, 24/7 coach and mentor support, flexible schedules for our international students, recorded and live discussions for the students, computer and mobile delivered mock tests. See your scores immediately. If you do not know, our computer delivered test here at Elite Intellect is that once you click submit, you will automatically see the scores there. Okay. Also, we give one-on-one coaching with grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. That is the Elite Ops course. No? So Elite Ops, guys, I am so sorry. We rarely open this course to the students because we wait for the students to finish first. Okay, with the Elite Ops course. Let's say there's an influx of 10 students. So as long as those students has not taken their exam yet, we're not going to be opening our slots for Elite Ops. And now it is open. So, Sir Joseph, how much is Elite Ops? Still exclusive IFNG discount. Okay, just type IFNG and then a name of our admins. Okay, you can type IFNG Jeffrey. Okay, IFNG Jeff. There you go. IFNG Deadpool. There you go. IFNG Marvin. RFNG Mr. M. IFNG Gladys or IFNG GL. Okay, so that when you message our page, the exclusive discount will be given to you. Plus, guys, okay, that is already a 1,500 discount if you enroll as a group of 3 people and above. Okay, let's say I have 3 friends with me. I want to enroll at the Elite Ops program. Okay, you will get the review for only 4,000 pesos per student. Okay, that's already lifetime validity. Okay, so message our Facebook page right now. Go to the Facebook page of Elite Intellect 9. If you want to message that, look at your Zoom group chats right there and look at your Facebook chats right there. Sir Jello, And Mom Zaya will be sending you guys the link of Elite Intellect 9. So see you, Elite Ops student. Okay. All right. And of course, our NCLEX plus IELTS review program. This is a buy one course, take one course program with which, guys, if you enroll to our NCLEX class for batch 21, get a full IELTS review for free. Yes, for free. Okay. You can get a full IELTS review for free along with your NCLEX review. Sir, why did you open this promo? Because a lot of students are quite problematic, right? Sir, you know what? The NCLEX review is really expensive, and then the NCLEX exam is expensive too. Plus, I need to review for the IELTS exam, and I need to take the IELTS exam. Here you go. Review for our NCLEX program and get your IELTS examination for free. Okay, that is only 7,999, not 25,000, mind you. Okay, so if you want to avail of the NCLEX plus IELTS program, just message NCLEX IELTS plus IFNG, the name of the admin. Okay, again, IFNG Jeffrey, Jeff, Deadpool, IFNG Marben, Mr. M, IFNG Gladys, or GL. There you go. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so the inclusions, NCLEX Review Unlimited, free IELTS materials, free materials and books for NCLEX, free question bank by Elite Intellect. We have our own question bank, computer delivered and mobile delivered test. See your scores immediately once you submit it, and free final coaching and mentoring with the NCLEX program. Okay, so see you guys in class very, very soon. Moving on. Kumiyaw, Sir Joseph, why are you yelling? Okay, guys. So, yeah, please feel free to message Mom Tanya right now and type IFNG and then the name of the admin. Okay, IFNG Jeffrey, Jeff, Deadpool, IFNG Marvin, Mr. M, IFNG Gladys or GL. Okay, sir, pag tinype ko IFNG Mama D, pwede din. O kaya hashtag Mama D cares po ang itinype ko, pwede rin guys. Okay, so let us take a look at the academic words that may replace commonly used words on the exam. Your first task as test takers on the IELTS test is for you to look for commonly used words. Okay, commonly used words. When you are speaking with your friends, what are the words that you tend to use commonly? Okay, let's say you tend to say good a lot, right? So you can actually replace it with its synonyms. There you go. Let's say you tend to say transform a lot, so you can replace it with its synonyms. Oh my God, this will be nostalgic for my students who have already used these words and attended this class right here. But for those of you who are new, you're in for a treat, okay? Oh my God, nostalgic. Okay, so golden rule. Okay, let's take a look at the golden rule of the academic words first, guys. Eliminate the words very, totally, super, okay, and really from your vocabulary choice. Okay, do not use very good, totally bad, super good, really good on your word choice. Okay, because these, although we have already been using it all throughout our lives, they can make your capacity basic on the exam. Yeah. If that's a normal conversation, you can say, yeah, that's very acceptable. But on the exam, you cannot say very acceptable, right? On the exam, on the normal conversation, you can say that's very good. But on the exam, you cannot say that's very good. You can say benevolent, right? Or that is sublime. Wow, sublime. Yes, sublime. You, oh my gosh, sublime. Okay, so let's take a look. Guys, feel free to take a screenshot of this one, okay? All right, so what do we replace the word very good with? Okay, instead of saying very good, we say commendable. That is a commendable idea. Okay, notable. That action can be deemed as notable, or she is a very good writer. She is a notable writer. What else? Exceptional, right? Congenial. Okay, pronounce it with me. Congenial. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Congenial. Wow. Okay, what else? Agreeable. There you go. What else? Noble. There you go. Transcendent. There we go. Sublime. Sublime is a very good characteristic or a very good trait or a very good action right there. So instead of saying it's very good, you can say sublime. What else? Favorable. There you go. Gnarly and benevolent. Benevolent. Sir Joseph, why do you pronounce it like that? You change your intonation. I don't know. But when I was practicing before, yeah, way back in 2009, I took my first IELTS examination. I tend to make a list of words and then I pronounce it differently using different types of intonations. You can do that too. That might be effective for you, right? You see, you start like this one. Commendable, notable, exceptional, congenial, agreeable, noble, transcendent, sublime, favorable, gnarly, benevolent. You try that. That's very effective. Believe me. It will change your intonation and your tonality on the exam too. Okay? Guys, let me know. But hold on, before we move on to the next one, let me know. Do you need a discussion with grammar here at IFNG? Do you want us to talk about grammar on the exam? Ayaw nyo yata eh. Diba? If you want us to discuss about grammar, please, there you go. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so next week, Mom Zaya and I will be discussing about grammar. Okay, grammar. All of your problems when it comes to using that comma period, that pesky comma and period, that semicolon. There you go. We will be teaching you on how to use that next week. Plus, if you do not know how to use in, on, at properly, we're going to be teaching you that subject verb agreement, prepositions, articles, tenses, all. So, IFNG admins, papaalam na ako. Medyo mahaba yung discussion po next week. Okay. So yes, we're going to be talking about, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. All right, guys. So moving on. Next one. Very bad. Instead of saying the word very bad, right? You can say atrocious, right? That is an atrocious action. Oh my God, that person is deemed to be an atrocious, has an atrocious sense. There you go. What else? Abominable, right? Stop and follow me, you abominable person. Yung mga ganyan, no? What else? Abominable yung ibinabama, abominable. Ay, wala yun. Diba? Oh my gosh, I wish I can take it back. Okay. Baka umabot tayo ng 4 a.m. Mama D. Hindi naman, mga ano lang. Siguro mga 10 to 11:30, mga ganyan. 10 to 11:30, yeah, next week. Okay. Hindi naman mga 4 a.m. Grabe naman yun. Or kung hindi natin kaya ng one discussion, grammar part 1 and grammar part 2. There you go. All right. So what else, guys? Instead of saying bad, you can also say heinous. Oh my God, I love big heinuses. Okay, what else? Dreadful. There you go. Nefarious. Okay, what else? Forlorn. There you go. What else, guys? Abhorrent. Okay, abhorrent. Erroneous. There you go. So how do you pronounce it again? Abhorrent. Do not say abhorrent. Okay, abhorrent. Okay, and of course, if that's something that is very evil, all right, you can use the word insidious. The movie. Tiptoes through the window, by the window. Woo! Sorry. Yeah, you can say insidious, okay, when you are trying to say it's very evil, right? Okay, diabolical. Thank you so much, Sir Jeff. There you go. It's diabolical, right? Diabolical is something that is quite evil in nature. No? Well, there was previous actions with terrorism, which is quite diabolical. Wow. Right? Instead of saying which is quite very bad, right? You can say which is quite diabolical. There you go. Or it's abhorrent in nature. There you go. So take a screenshot of this one, guys. Okay, moving on. Ay, nako, Diyos ko. I'm always very despicable. Despicable. Yeah, repellent. There you go. Good job, guys. No, alam na alam mo to mga hideous is unsightly. No, when you say it's hideous stuff, it's unsightly. Okay, it's unsightly. It's actually an ugly personality, an ugly thing. There you go. You can use that too. All right, good job, guys. Okay, what else? Instead of saying advantage, okay, some students tend to say advantage over and over and over and over and over again, right? Instead of saying advantage, you can say vantage or coin of vantage, but be careful with coin of vantage, okay? There is just a specific way to say it. Okay, when you're going to be using the word coin of vantage, okay, you must be talking about an in-depth discussion. Okay, do not, I repeat, do not use coin of vantage with a basic discussion. You should be using it in an in-depth discussion. Okay, you can just use vantage or vantage point for basic discussions. Okay, what else? Boon. What else? Merits or the meritorious aspects. There you go. Edge, upper hand. There you go. Strong point, expediency. There you go. An asset, fringe benefits. When we say fringe benefits, it is a range of good things. Okay. When you say fringe benefits, it is a range of good things, right? There you go. Pros. Yes, right? Okay. What else? You can also say vantage point, right? When you say fringe benefits, guys, it means you're about to elicit a range of benefits. Okay, let's say going to another country to study may present fringe benefits. There you go. So, what are those fringe benefits, right? What are those fringe benefits that you might actually tell them? All right. Now, what else? Take a screenshot. Ay, candid pala. Kunwari candid. Again, oh, di ba? Oh my gosh, I'm learning with Candid. Check my photos on Facebook. If you're my friend on Facebook, check my photos on Facebook. They're all candid. I don't know. I'm comfortable with like this one on video, but with camera, I'm not. I think I'm autistic. Okay. So what else, guys? A disadvantage, right? Instead of saying it's a disadvantage, you can actually say it's a detriment, a bane. There you go, pitchfall or a pitchfall or pitchfalls. There you go, liability. When that's a liability, it means that it is a disadvantageous thing that is flushing out all the assets or the benefits, right? Let's say owning a house without remuneration is a liability. There you go. What else? Repudiate, right? Or repudiation. What else? Reprobation. There we go. Demerits. Very good. Apart from that, disbenefit. It's a disbenefit. It's a strike, or it is an incommodity. There you go, an incommodity. Well, when people go to another country, there are also incommodities to this one. Basically, one of which is they're away from their support system. It could be a bane in a way that, wow, 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 right? Okay. A drawback, yeah, downsides, yeah, you can use that too. Okay. So, oh, here you go. When you say arrange or a lot, okay, do not say arrange or a lot too much on your exam. You can say gamut or a gamut of. There you go. There's a gamut of things. What else? A plethora. There you go. A plethora of things. Profusion, a profusion of benefits. There you go. Or a profusion of boons. There you go. What else? Plenitude, a spectrum. When you say spectrum, it's a range of something. Okay. What else, guys? Apart from that, multitudinous. Multitudinous. Say it with me. Multitudinous. It is not multitudinous. Okay. Multitudinous. There you go. What else? Passel. Passel or a passel off. Well, when I went to another country, there is a passel of things that I tend to enjoy. One of which is, there you go. So you're about to state a range of things that you enjoyed when you went to another country. What else, guys? Innumerable. There you go. Innumerable is a lot of things. Various. There you go. Multifarious. Myriad. There you go. Myriad. Myriad. Myriad Webster. Charing. Okay. So yeah. What else, guys? Development. Okay. When you're about to say it is a develop array of, yes, very good, Miko. Instead of saying development, guys, you can say burgeoning. Burgeoning is a progression towards good. So it's a development. What else? Proliferation is also a progression towards good. So it is also a development. What else? Headway, furtherance, flourishing. Succession. When you say succession, it means that it is a series of developments, right? Okay, let's pronounce this properly. Anabasis. My favorite word. Anabasis. Okay, say it with me again. Anabasis. Okay, it's anabasis, not anabasis. Okay, anabasis. Okay, anabasis is also a progression, development, amelioration. There you go, burgeoning. There you go. And of course, amelioration, you can use amelioration too. Okay, amelioration has been our favorite ever since the world began. Okay, so yeah, look at that. Instead of saying, well, I have observed a lot of changes in my community, right? Well, there has been an anabasis in my local community. Okay, there has been an anabasis in my local community. There you go. Or there has been a succession when it comes to the actions of the government. So, diba? Instead of saying development ka lang ng development, diba? You can say anabasis, amelioration. Again, sir, just anabasis. Pronounce it with me. Okay, pronounce it with me. Anabasis. Okay. All right, guys. Transmogrification. Don't be careful with transmogrify. You're only going to be using the word transmogrify, guys, if you're about to state a humorous sentence. Okay? If it is a humorous one. Okay? When you're about to say something that is quite funny, magical, there you go, humorous, you can only use the word transmogrify or transmogrification. There you go. No? Let's say when I went home, there was food left for me. But then again, I think my brother transmogrified the food. Yan. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, magically, nag-disappear yung pagkain. Oh, hashtag Mama D cares. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. What else? Ooh, here. When you're about to say wonderful, amazing, or if you were shocked about something, right? You can say you were aghast or aghasted. Well, I was aghasted, really. I was taken aghast by it. There you go. What else? Bodacious, right? It's wonderful. Awestruck. Awestruck, be careful, not too academic, okay? Mag-iingat din sa awestruck. Ano pa? Spectacle. Spectacle is wonderful or amazing. There you go. Ano pa? Astounded. There you go. I was astounded. What else, guys? Enthralled. When you were enthralled, it means that you were spellbounded by something. An example of this one is when I watched IFNG, I was enthralled by Mama Dragon's beauty. Right? When I watched IFNG, I was enthralled by Mama Dragon's beauty. There you go, mesmerized. Very good. Okay, what else? Radical. Radical is amazing, right? Okay, the radical love of the Lord. There you go, the amazing love of the Lord. What else? Staggered. You were staggered, right? You were, parang ganyan staggered. I was like, di ba yung ganyan? Ano pa? Perplexed, no? When you are amazingly confused about something, no? I was perplexed by that idea, really. Okay, and of course, astonished. Okay, astonished. There you go. You were astonished about something. You can use these words. Okay, you can use these words for you to replace wonderful or amazing. Okay, guys, take a screenshot, please. What's that, Sir Joseph? This is the sakit ng ngipin at sakit ng ulo pose. Maganda to sa picture. Akala nyo, try nyo pag nag-selfie kayo. Lapag nyo yung phone nyo sa harap nyo tapos gumanyan ka. Ah? Okay. So what else? All right. When you say it's important, okay? When you're about to say it is something that is important, okay? You can say germane. What else? Paramount. There you go. Imperative. Empirical. Do not interchange imperative and empirical. I always tend to do that, okay? I say empirical instead of imperative, and I say imperative instead of empirical, okay? What else? Ponderous. There you go. Salient. Okay, prime, esteemed, an important person. Okay, imperious, integral. There you go. Critical. It is an opposite. Apposite. Apposite is not a different. Is different from opposite. Okay, opposite. There you go. Or it is pertinent, right? Well, there are a lot of pertinent things that people could actually do in the local community nowadays, given that it's giving them an opposite value. Ha! Diba? Pangmayaman na naman yung English mo. This is English Pangmayaman 101. Okay, sir, baffled. Is it a common word? Unfortunately, Hazel, baffled is puzzled. Yeah, tendency wise, baffled could be considered as number one, an ordinary word, or sometimes it could also be considered as like what's that word again? Sorry. Merong word na ano eh. Merong word na for amazed na considered na siya as highfalutin. I forgot the word. Dumbfounded. There you go. You can actually it's like baffled, not dumbfounded. So unfortunately, dumbfounded is not used as often anymore. Okay? All right. Sir Joseph, I have been using dumbfounded. I just used it today. Now you know, don't use dumbfounded. Okay. What else, guys? Okay, remember the academic rule. Okay, what's the academic rule, Sir Joseph? A person who despises academic words does not understand the meaning of the word at all. Okay, so if you see a friend of yours, why are you speaking that way? My God, blah, 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 they just do not understand the academic word. Okay, don't get onto that influence. Okay, IFNG members, what I would want you to remember is, okay, when a friend stops you from using an academic word, they do not know that that is actually something that is important. No, it's germane on the exam for you to utilize academic words. So be bold on using and expanding your vocabulary on the test. It will make a difference with your scores, okay? And they are big ones. Who among you here experienced to go on breakout rooms? Right? Experience to go on breakout rooms, and then once you got there, the people you are speaking with were like, oh my God, I don't understand a word that they're saying. And then 1 week of speaking with them, you are already able to adapt to the way that they speak. And you now understand the word. You now know how to use the word, right? You now know how to deliver these words. That's one thing. That's development right there. It's an analysis right there, guys. Okay? So yeah, don't be afraid to use your academic words. Only be afraid to use academic words if and only if you are using highfalutin words on the exam. Okay? So there's a highfalutin word checker on Google. Just say check highfalutin word and then type the word. It will tell you if it's highfalutin or not. Okay, guys? Alrighty. So most important message, okay? It is the hardworking farmer who ought to have the first share of the crops, okay? That's from 2 Timothy verse 2 to 6. If you are a student who is hardworking on the IELTS exam, okay, no laziness at all, no excuses, you know when to practice, you know when to study, you know when to learn, you know when to take action for your needs, then you are bound to get that first share of the crops, which is to pass your IELTS examination. Okay. All right, guys, before we go to the Q&A portion, again, Mama would love to pray for you guys. Okay. Let's close our eyes and bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we praise you, Lord God, and we glorify your name. Lord, we humbly come to you today and pray for the students who are watching our live discussion here at Elite Intellect and IFNG, Father. Lord, know the will of their hearts, because we know that when we are with you, my Lord, nothing is ever impossible. Bless the students, bless the admins of IFNG, Lord God. Make way for them, because you are the Lord of the impossible. And when we are with you, nothing can actually subjugate our way. It is the other way around. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, amen, guys. God bless everyone. Let's now proceed to our Q&A portion. If you have any questions at all, okay, please type in your questions right there on our chat box. Amen, guys. Okay, so yeah, still, if you want to message Montana, this is the promo. Just type in IELTS, IFNG, the name of our admins. Okay, IFNG Jeffrey, IFNG Jeff, IFNG Deadpool, IFNG Gladys, IFNG GL, IFNG Marvin, or IFNG Mr. M. Okay, questions, guys? Okay, sir, can we use them also in writing? Yes, Belle. Very good question. Yes, my love. You can also use them in writing. Okay. You can also use them in writing. Okay, what else, guys? In Jesus' name, amen, amen, guys. You're going to be passing your exam. Believe me, I'm prophesying. Okay? I'm prophesying that IFNG will be filled with students. Okay? Every single day that will be posted there who passed their examination. Na ready na ang ritual. Yes! May mga panghampas na ako dito. Okay. Is this live also recorded, Maria Cristina de Leon? Yes, it will be uploaded on the IFNG Facebook page right here or on their YouTube channel. Hi, how can we identify academic words in Merriam-Webster? Very good question, Riza. Okay, so if you're going to be looking at your Merriam-Webster right here, you will see the etiology or the background of the word. Let's say right here, word of the day, guttural. Okay, guttural right here. Okay, so for guttural, guys, there's a Latin root word. Okay, look at that. It says here Latin root gutter. Okay, meaning throat. Okay, so if that word is Latin root, it says Latin root word, be careful. Okay, be careful. It is not English and theology. All right, yeah. So you can look at here at the word at the part, did you know? Oh my God, you cannot see it. You can look at, did you know right here at Miriam, you will see Latin root gutter. There you go. You look at the root words always, guys. Okay, for you to know if it is highfalutin or not. Okay, what about on Facebook? Do you have any questions, guys? All right then. So if we don't have any more questions, I will now return the floor. But before that, I'll see you again next week, guys, here at IFNG. Same time, same place, 10 p.m. Philippines time. In behalf of Sir Jello, Mom Zaya, and Mom Tanya, this is your Mama Dragon sending my love to you from the Philippines. God bless you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I love you all. Bye! Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay. I think we have a question from Maria Corazon. Mama D, does the IELTS exam with TOEFL? I am thinking about to take the TOEFL for visa screen. Need help. Thank you so much. Ah, okay. Is the writing of TOEFL different from the writing of the IELTS exam? They're almost the same. They're almost the same in a way that they can actually they are different just on the contents of the examination. No, IELTS is much more in depth. No, TOEFL right now is still, it used to be popular before, but you can also take it. You can also take it for your visa screen. You're welcome, Rare, my love. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Elaine Di Maano, Karen Gale. Welcome, guys. I'll see you again next week. Same po, Mama D. Okay, they're the same. They're the same in contents. Almost the same, my love, actually. Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's actually a good preparation for TOEFL. Is that you review for the IELTS and then you apply it on your TOEFL. You just have to be coached on the differences. There you go. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so I'm now returning the floor to our admins here at IFNG. Hello, Sir Jeff.
Oh yes, I cannot see myself. I think you're the host, or stop sharing the screen. Okay, there you go. So since you don't have any more question, I will just want to ask Gladys and Marvin. Marvin, are you still here? Hello. Okay, so I think we're gonna close this session now. Thank you so much, Elite Squad, and all IFNG members. So have a good night and stay safe. Good morning from Manhattan. From to Manhattan.
Good morning in New York, guys. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Bye.